I've been sleeping a full 8 hours in my foam rollers, and they feel dry. If they don't feel dry at this point to the touch, you probably won't want to take them out. Either put your hair under a dome dryer or air dry them longer. I feel a little bit of moisture in some of these. I get the most moisture left over in these back ones. Maybe that's just because I rest my hair when I sleep. But they should be okay. And I'm going to start taking them out. I just unroll them one row at a time, starting from the bottom, just like we started rolling from the bottom. And then I am going to brush out each row with a comb like this. So, and then I'm going to use a comb like this. It's a little vintage comb that came with the vanity set, and all of these little teeth here are falling out because that's kind of where I put my fingers when I hold it like this to tease. And then I'm going to use my hairspray. I use Big Sexy Hair, it's my favorite. On each row as I go up, because my hair is really fine and I want a lot of volume. I'm going to hairspray and tease each row as I go up. Some people let it all out and then try and go back and tease and hairspray from that point. It doesn't work for me. So I hairspray first, a little bit like that, and then I tease. One section at a time. And then when you're teasing, you can tease your multiple sections together, and so that's how you get rid of any sections that you have from your rollers, so it'll look more seamless. As I'm going, I like to put pomade on my fingers to smooth out any frizzies. I'm using this one, it's almost gone. I really like this one because it's a super light pomade. It won't weigh your hair down like, you know, your husband's pomade, your boyfriend is like the man pomade is not exactly what you want to use. You want to use the lightest one you could find. And I just put it on my fingers and on my hands like this. And then when I'm letting them out, it keeps it smooth. And at the end, we'll go and put more. Again, I let it out. Brush it a little bit with this one. Hairspray. And tease. Back home, whatever you want to call it. And then, you know, I'm teasing the sections together of my various rows. I'm going to keep doing this all the way up to the top, and then I'm going to talk to you when I get to about this area what I'm going to do with it.
Well, I've been working hard all week long, Saturday night, and I'm going home to get ready to go out tonight. Gonna tell my baby to be ready at 8, tell her to hurry 'cause I don't want to wait, 'cause I'm a hip guy and I'm a stepper out tonight. Hip cat, hip, hip cat, hip cat, hip, hip cat, hip cat, hip, hip, hip cat, hip cat, hip, hip cat, 'cause I'm a hip guy and I'm a stepper out tonight. Gonna have some fun, get away from it all. Going on to town, gonna have myself a ball. Taking my baby to a drive-in show. We'll be parking in a moonlight store, 'cause I'm a hip guy and I'm a stepper out tonight. Hip cat, hip, hip, hip cat, 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 'cause I'm a hip guy and I'm a stepper out tonight.
So I get a lot of questions about dents. People ask, why I would use the foam rollers because they make so many dents. For me, denting is not an issue. I notice it is an issue more when you put them in and the hair's too wet. You'll want it to be, just barely damp. You don't want it to be really wet because then that's when you get the dents. Also, you could be putting too much hair into each foam roller. Or you could put it in not brushed out straight in like ribbon-like fashion. If you put the hair in just like clumped, it's going to get more of a dent here. And also the way I brush it out, if I have any small dents, they're normally trapped in this area where I did the teasing. So when you brush it out, you're brushing a lot of the dent out. So that's what works for me. Might not exactly work for you. But me personally, I see pin curls don't work on my hair because it just takes forever to pin curl it. You saw when I foam rollered this, it takes like 20 minutes when you're good at it. But the pin curls, they could be different sizes, and I get dents from those. They're hard to sleep in because the clips that hold on well hurt, or the little flat, looks like a bobby pin, it's a hairpin. Those always fall out on me. So I'd rather just conserve my time. I get a very good result with these foam rollers, so.
Going on to town, gonna have myself a ball. Take my baby to a driving show. We'll be parking in a moonlight road, 'cause I'm a hip cat and I'm still out tonight. Hip cat, hip, 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 cat, hip, cat, hip, hip, cat, hip, cat, hip, 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 cat, hip, cat, hip, 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 cat, 'cause I'm a hip cat and I'm still out tonight.
Okay, so I'm going to take out these front ones. So this is where the magic happens, in the banging portion. And I'm just going to do my everyday hairstyle for you, my most basic look that I wear all the time. I'm not going to do anything crazy. If you wanted to do like pin curls, updo, any 40s thing, you could still do it from this point. This is my basic wet set I use for every hairstyle. At this point is when you're going to change it up, but I'm just going to do my everyday look for you. So I part it, about here is where I like to part it. See, so you have lines here where you did your wet set. When you do your teasing, you're going to blend that all together. That's your goal. This section here, we roll them different directions. So this line is going to be the hardest line to blend. So I actually go a little bit behind that line, pull some of that section into my bang section, and I part this out. And now I'm going to tease it all together, and that's going to take care of that problem. So I'm just going to put that hair to the side, put all this hair to the side. Sometimes I will brush this portion out first and have it like perfect, and then I'll do this portion. So I guess I'll do that way to show you. So make sure you put your pomade on your hands, and then I'm going to smooth this section out. This little bit here was the part I just pulled from here, so now I got to tease that in, blend it.
Every time I see her when she walks by, something just hits me when I catch her eye. I don't know what it is, I can't point it out, but she makes all the fellas scream and shout. She's a jaw-dropping mama, she's always shutting you down, shutting you down. Let's go! Well, every guy in town knows her ways, the way that she flirts and the things she says.
So when you're going to tease this section, you're not going to want to go along that same line. You're going to want to go maybe half of that, because we're trying to blend it all together. So you want to avoid those little lines. And then I do the same thing. I tease, hairspray, and tease. every little section here, teasing it together.
She can have any guy that she wants around, but every guy that tries gets shut down. She's a jaw-dropping mama, she's always shutting you down. Shutting you down. Oh, one more time!
You can already see I have the shape going on what I want my hair to do. That's the beauty of doing this setting pattern. It kind of just works. So I put more pomade on my hands. This one I'm going to go gently add the pomade very delicately here. You don't want to pat it down and take out that volume. And then when you smooth it out, again, the same thing, just the very outside hairs. Is when you're going to ask your hair what it wants to do. Sometimes it has a mind of its own, and you kind of just have to work with what your hair wants to do that day. It's going to have little differences each day. So it's like my hair doesn't look exactly the same each time. That's okay, it kind of changes it up, makes it different. So you can see here, it very much almost looks like it wants to go in, like I might just do a little pin curl here and tuck it, but I'm going to try and do a little swoop thing for you like I normally do. So I just put my thumb in that hole, hold it here, take my comb, and just start brushing it out. Kind of see where it wants to go. Okay, so you can see here, that's where the curls want to go. So maybe I'll just tuck it under like this with my pomade. Make that curl more defined.
Well, I've been working hard all week long, Saturday night, and I'm going home to get ready to go out tonight. Gonna tell my baby to be ready at 8. Tell her to hurry, 'cause I don't wanna wait, 'cause I'm a hip cat, and I'm stepping out tonight. Hip cat, hip, hip, cat, hip cat, hip, hip, cat, hip cat, hip, 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 cat, hip cat, hip, hip, cat, 'cause I'm a hip cat, and I'm stepping out tonight. Gonna have some fun, get away from it all. Going on to town, gonna have myself a ball. Take my baby to a drive-in show. We'll be parking in a moonlight store, 'cause I'm a hip cat, and I'm stepping out tonight. Hip cat, hip, 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 cat, hip cat, hip, hip, cat, hip cat, hip, 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 cat, hip cat, hip, hip, cat, 'cause I'm a hip cat, and I'm stepping out tonight.
Pretty close to how I want it. If I wasn't doing a video right now, I would just let it go, but there's a lot of nitpicky people out there going to be watching this video, so I'll try and clean it up a little bit. Really, it's just hair, so don't waste your life on it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to pin it. Try and hide them as much as you can, but sometimes they're just going to show. So now, hairspray. I love this hairspray because you can kind of work with it. It's the spray and play. I don't like the spray and play harder because it's a little bit more firm. It's not as workable. And I think it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Get dressed, add on red lipstick, and I'll be ready to go. Okay, hopefully you can see it all. Let me try and back up a bit. My hair's pretty long. Let's see the back. Can you see me here? Hopefully you can see that. I hope you enjoy. Until next time, bye.